Hi there. This is a video for the sopranos and altos to mark their breaths in their score and maybe a few other things. Throughout, you'll see places where I've underlined consonants and written front, I'm supposed to say front load, or just FL. So if you could mark those, that would be good too. Anyway, after measure 2, no breath, except for the altos. I would like 8th note, 8th rest, and a breath. Everybody a breath at the end of measure 4. Remember to dance these rhythms in those upper 3 parts. There's a breath with the comma restored, and then no breath, born again in flame. Now we're over at page 6, measure 17. Remember that 6 alto ones. Maybe we didn't talk about this, but I'd like 6 alto ones to come up here. I don't think we did. And then for 2 measures, and then go back home. I'll make myself a note. Altos, I showed you, here's a place where you have, I'm written in a crescendo up to piano for this suspension, and then back to pianissimo. Pretty straightforward. Maybe you notice these red crescendos and blue decrescendos. It helps me see them. If you had a red and blue pencil, it would it'd be a good thing for you to mark them that way. Everybody's going to take a breath here before B. Breath, this is top of 8 after the second bar, breath. And no breath down here at the bottom of page 8 in the second bar, no breath. Sopranos, you wouldn't take one anyway, but altos, no breath there, even though it's a comma. That's a good word to front load. And notice the inhalate. Everybody take a breath at the end of the page. No breath here, sopranos, top of page 9, second bar. Down at the bottom of page 9, measure 36, sopranos, would you shorten that quarter to 8th note, 8th rest? Take a breath, put a D there. Gold, my da. Rhythmically put the D on, and then a breath at the end of the bar for the altos. Going on to page 10, no breath as we go into C. At the bottom of page 10, after the second measure, altos take a breath, and then both soprano and alto take a breath at the end of the page. There's a good place to front load. Really enjoy the word shine. And face. Altos, sopranos, you're going to carry over, of course, but altos, a breath here. At the bottom of the page, measure 48, everybody a breath. Dance your rhythms going forward. No breath in measure 51 and in measure 53. And of course, you're getting rid of the R's in stored and born. We're going to take a breath after restored. So we get a fresh bite on born. So born again in flames, no breath. It seems that I did not put in a breath mark here for the sopranos, but you should have a breath here too, just like the altos. So that's the end of page 13. Everybody's going to take a breath. And now we're at the top of 14. There's a good front load. This is the fourth bar of 14. Second altos, would you take a breath here? And the upper three voices, no breath. On page 15, everybody take a breath after the second bar, including the sopranos. Don't know why I didn't write that in. And page 16, no breath here in the second bar. No breath in the 1, 2, 3, 4th bar. And do get rid of the R, but take a breath at the end of the top line. At the bottom of page 16, getting rid of the R's in born, let's have no breath as we go from the 1, 2, 3, 3rd to the 4th bar. There's a good word to front load, flame. And the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. Get rid of the R in despair. Everybody a breath. This is page 18. Everybody a breath at the end of the first line. Flip the R here, up here. These are good sunset. Those are good front-loaded consonant places. No breath at the top of 19, bar 1 into bar 2. Everybody make sure you have a breath here. There's no indication, but we'll crescendo clear up to mezzo forte. Take our breath, and then we come back in subito piano at the bottom of page 19. And then the final bit of sky, remember we said the firsts would sing sky, the seconds will hum. And then just stagger breathing to the end of the piece. Thanks.